The voice of student athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Short pass out top to Dallas Cunningham. Down inside, no rebound. Jackson State on the board with 6-7. Brandon, they did McKinnon. And Dallas State going to get a foul down inside here. Jackson drove that ball down inside. The foul's called on Leandre Howard. Howard with his first personal foul. It's going to get Jackson State to the foul line. Going to the stripe is Tristan Jarrett, the 6'4" senior from Brownsville, Tennessee. He sends his first shot up, and it's good. He gets another free throw. Put Jackson State on the board first. The fans stand until Jackson State scores the bucket of a point. Second shot, no good. Dallas State with the board. Coming across the timeline out top. Collins lobs it right side of the floor. In the corner, three-point attempt. No good by Cunningham. Rebound by Dallas State. Howard caught that rebound deep right corner, but he walked with it. And Jackson State would get the basketball. Up the floor from left to right comes James. So there's James on the point behind the screen out top. Hands it off to McClellan. McClellan gets return pass from Jarrett. In the left corner, three-point attempt. No good by Jarrett. Rebound Jackson State. And the ball is out of bounds. A foul call on Dallas State. That foul was called on Collins. Jerry Collins from Kenner, Louisiana, with the foul. He picks up his first personal foul. Second team foul on Dallas State, not on Jackson. Jackson with him out of the basketball. Baseline left side of the backboard. Jarrett down inside. Jarrett. McKinnis with the bucket. He can be tough. His first 2 points in the ball game. Jackson up by a score of 3-0. Out in the front court now. Cunningham stabbing on the far side. Cunningham with the dribble. Cunningham working one-on-one. Cunningham's in the paint now. Spins. Here's a fall away. No good. Might have been an air ball. Jackson State. Jarrett with it. Jarrett at the court to Jonas. Jonas inside on the floater. Shot it up. Scores the bucket. That foul is called on Caleb Hunter. Hunter picks up his first personal foul. Third team foul on Dallas State. Jonas James to the foul line for the and one. He's a left-hander. When a sleeve on his right hand, free throw is up. Can't get the shot to go. Cunningham with the rebounds. And Dallas State going to work this ball up the floor. Ain't going to turn it over. 5-0 score. Jackson State leading. Down inside, double pump won't go by Williams. Dallas State the basketball up the floor. Cunningham, right corner. Taylor for a three-point attempt. It's no good. Rebound grab by Valley. On the board was Bernard, and Jackson State will come over with the basketball. Early turnover here, plentiful for Valley State. Is an open outside shot. No good by Williams. Jackson State on the offensive board in the right corner. James inside with the layup. No good, and a foul is called on Valley State. Jackson State to the foul line. The foul was called on Donaldson Fenor with the foul. He'll pick up his first personal foul. 14 fouls on Dallas State, none on Jackson State. 5-0 score. Jackson State leader with 17:03 to play in the first half. Free throws up. Good. One more free throw coming up for James. It's on its way. And clear. 17:03 to play. Jackson State leading 7-0. Jackson State is going to show a press. This is a token press. Dallas State almost lost their ball. Ken Evans had it on the first half. Evans, correction, I said Ken Evans. Cunningham. Actually, that was Fenor had the ball. He is Hunter out top double team. Forward side, to Cunningham for three. No, tapped up, and Valerie with the ball. Here's a turnaround shot close to the basket. No good by Fanoa, but here's a putback by Howard for the score. Howard with the bucket to get Valley State on the board with 16:34 to play. And their first, that's down by 5, 7-2. Jackson State front court. Outside, Jarrett. Here's an elbow jump shot on a fall away by Coach Williams. No good. Put back up there, no good by James. Rebounded out of bounds. Last touch by Mississippi Valley. And Jackson State will get the basketball left by 5, 16-20 to play in the first half. Jackson will get a sub in the ball game. Next opportunity. Might not get the opportunity. There's a jump shot by McClellan for three. Left corner, feet. Got it. McClellan with a three-point shot. McClellan, 6'4" senior from Houston, Texas. 10-2 score. Jackson leading. Down at the ball. Collins out top on the dribble. Looking to Coach Hunter. With the dribble on the left hand. Jump pass left side. Valley State. Cunningham. Cunningham outside to Collins. Collins with a three-point attempt. No good. Rebound to Jackson State. McGinnis tossed the ball, leaning forward, stepping on the baseline. He's out of bounds. And there's the 16-minute mark. Actually, it's 15:44. This is the immediate timeout here. The first one. 15:44 to play in the first half. 10-2 score. Jackson State leading. We'll break, and we'll come back. This is Valley State play-by-play basketball on GWIL Live. Back in a minute. Stay with us.
If you can accept it, you will leave your state troopers glutted with our own barbarity. If you can accept it, you will do something that will transform conditions here in Alabama. So I'm not worried this afternoon, however hard it may be, however difficult it may be. I know that it is true, the truth forever on the scaffold, wrong forever on the throne. Yes, sir. That is another part of that great statement. Yet that scaffold sways the future. Behind the dim unknown standeth God within the shadows, keeping watch above his own. Wishing for the quiet is right. Truth pressure will rise again. The Bible is right. You shall reap what you sow.
And welcome back. We'll take our sponsors for supporting Valley State play-by-play basketball on GWIL Live. The Phil County Board of Supervisors, thank you so much for your support. The City Council of Greenwood, Coach Willie Cotton, Mr. Anthony, and DC, also supporting us with a donation for the ball game. Mr. Reginald Freeman, thank you so much for your support. Valley State gets the basketball. Yeah, Jackson still standing on the baseline, so Valley State gets the basketball. Baseline left side. Collins coming down. Jackson going to go out the lane with his own. Collins looking low, kick it right corner. And here's the three-point attempt, no good, by Traylon Smith for Valley State. Can't get to goes an outside shoot as well. 10-2 score. Jackson State's the basketball. McClellan flips it left side to Jarrett. Jarrett backs away. Jarrett washed outside by Cunningham. He drives inside. Shot is up. He falls to the floor. No good. Valley State the rebound. Out of there comes Cunningham to Collins. Pitched it across the floor. Long-range shot by Traylon Smith. No good. Jackson takes the ball back down the floor, front court. Out top, Evans. And there's a shot for Evans. It's good. 12-2 score. Valley down by 10 with the basketball. Here's Smith. Smith on the dribble, working one-on-one outside. Collins, elbow jump shot for two. Collins with the bucket. Collins with his first 2 points in the ball game. Valley State down by 8, 12-4. Here's a short jump shot by Ken Evans. No good for Jackson State. Valley State the rebound. Collins working back up the floor against McClellan in the front court on the right wing. Stays with the dribble, back up by the hash mark, pulls out of the floor. Does back for the basket, gets to the rack, shot is up, no good, air ball, called by Jackson State. On the board was Tristan Jarrett. Jarrett works the ball down the floor, pips the right corner, now back out top to Wilson. No good. Long rebound. Jackson State. Left corner. Carry for three. No. Ball ran down by Leandre Howard for Valley State. Collins loops it ahead. Across the timeline. Comes Caleb Hunter. Hunter out top. Hunter has the back dribble. Hunter down that side. And dunk shot found Leandre Howard. Good feed that time. And Howard has full portion of the ball game. A good feedback. Caleb Hunter saw him. Hunter looks for Leandre Howard quietly to understand what it means to get the big man involved. The 6-point ball game. 12 Jackson State, 6 Valley State. 13 minutes and a half to play in the first half. Here's Jarrett. Jarrett with the ball steps and he walks with the basketball turnover. Jackson State will get a couple of subs in the ball game. Isaiah Williams will check in, a 6'8" grad student from Dayton, Ohio, will check in the ball game for Valley State. For Jackson State, correction. Darian Wilson will check in for Jackson State. On the court for the first time today is Alex Perry for Valley, Tallahassee, Florida, a 6'6" senior. Hunter dribbles the front court. Hunter with the right-hand dribble on the far side. Jackson State with the man-to-man defense. Hunter heads down the lane. Kick out Smith. Smith fakes the foul line, steps inside the line, puts the shot up. No. Gets his own rebounds, turns, finds his way back to the basket, puts it up. No. And the ball is saved by Jackson State front court. Working up is Jarrett. No good. The ball is out of bounds. And Dallas State will get the basketball down by 6. 12-6 and 12:55 to play. For North to Hunter, Jackson's showing a token three-quarter trap. Dallas State patient against the trap front court. Now he's trapped down inside to Howard. Howard pump fakes once, turn around, hook shot, won't go, rebound. Jackson State. On the board was Isaiah Williams. Jackson back in the front court in a hurry. Williams in the dribble. Gets to the basket. Shot is up. No foul on Leandre Howard. Howard with the foul. Howard picks up his second personal foul. 15 fouls on Valley. None on Jackson with 12:21 to play in the first half. Here's a 6-point ball game. 12-6 score. Jackson leading. And Jackson State going to the foul line to shoot free throws. Prairie View A&M Panthers won again today. 5-0 in SWAC play. They defeated Alabama A&M, who is 2-0 in SWAC play. Free throws up. Good. One more shot for Isaiah Williams. Williams on the board with his first point. 13-6 score. Most of the time at this stage, most teams would have played about the same amount of ball games. Second shot is up. No good by Williams. Rebound by Valley. On the board for the Devils on the rebound was Fennoy. Fennoy sends it across the floor. On the court for Valley also is Ronald Williams, the 6'8" from Ling, Texas. He's in the far side to Smith. Smith bags away, 10 to shoot. Smith kicks the left side. Perry fakes right, goes up inside, short pass. 4 seconds to shoot. Outside, Perry fires it up for 3, no good. Jackson State with the rebound. Going to work it up the floor, up by a score of 13-6 with 11:55 to play. Media timeout, turn up next dead ball. Williams in traffic. Down inside, reverse shot. Smith is good. He was fouled. That time, Williams got caught a little out of position. Williams going to pick up the foul. When we come back, it'll be Jackson State at the foul line to shoot free throws. We have a 15-6 score with 11:49 to play in the first half. This is Valley basketball on G. Wood line. We'll step aside and we'll come back. Stay with us.
I want to say good afternoon. Well, tragedy is, Christianity failed to see that it had the revolutionary edge. You don't have to go to Karl Marx to learn how to be a revolutionary. I didn't get my inspiration from Karl Marx. I got it from a man named Jesus, a Galilean boy. Who said he was anointed to heal the brokenhearted. He was anointed to deal with the problems of the poor. Those who are in captivity and preach the acceptable year of the Lord. That's revolutionary. And that's where we get our inspiration. We go out in a day, but we have a message for the world. And we can change this world, and we can change this nation.
And welcome back. Nevada State trailing to Jackson State, 15-6, 11:49 to play in the first half. And Jackson State to the foul line to shoot a free throw. Darius Hicks is there to attempt to complete the three-point play. Hicks is a 6'4" grad student from Quitman, Mississippi. His free throw is up and it's no good. Rebound, Mississippi Valley. On the board for Valley State was Fenord. Fenord across the timeline, left side Perry. Perry looking to Hunter, who can't get free. Outside Smith. Smith sends it right side of the floor, Cunningham. Out top, Cunningham the jumper short. Rebound, Jackson State, motion a fast break. They're going to push that ball down the floor, and here comes Evans inside, side of the field for Evans. Evans with the bucket. Evans has 4 points in the ball game. Got to stay down by 11, 17-6, 11-17 to play. Here's Hunter. Hunter picked up by McClellan. Outside Perry, top of the circle. Squaring. Gives a short pass to his left to Cunningham. Cunningham holds the ball. Cunningham fakes the shot, won't shoot. Gives it to Perry. Can he shoot? Foul call away from the basketball. That foul was called on McClellan. That time it fouled Caleb Hunter. McClellan would pick up his first personal foul. He had a big 3-point shot in the ball game earlier. And then Dallas State gets the basketball baseline right out the backboard. North to throw it in, and there's a foul before the ball's inbound. Looks again on McClellan. McClellan picks up his second foul, quick foul. 2 quick fouls on McClellan with 11 minutes and 1 second to play in the first. Now they would attempt again, baseline right side. So North to inbound. Here's Hunter on the right wing with a pass from Cunningham. Hunter working one-on-one against the defense of Evans. He gets into the lane, stops, and walks with the basketball. So he attempted to stop it, but he walks with the basketball turnover on Valley State. Jackson up the floor. Everybody scores 17-6 to 10, 49 to play in the first half. James walked the ball up the floor, met by Hunter. Clips to the right side. Evans on the right wing, short pass to Jarrett. James down inside with the layup for 2. James with the bucket. He has 4. 19-6 score. And a foul call on Jackson State. The foul was called on Jonas James. James' first personal foul. Valley gets the basketball baseline left side to inbound is Donaldson for North. A sophomore for North inbound. Tips it in. Here's Smith to the basket. Dunks it down. Nice shot that time by Traylon Smith, the guard. 6'4" freshman got in there and slammed that one down. Nice move. Down by 11, 19-8, 10-12 to play. Walking violation call on Jackson State on the far side. Dallas State gets the basketball. Isaiah Williams, the 6'8" grad student, hits with the basketball. He walks with the basketball. Perry will check out of the ball game. And Collins will check back in. Caleb Hunter will whip this ball up the floor from right to left with his right hand. Outside Smith, top of the circle. Smith trying to get inside. Smith puts it up. No rebound, Jackson State. On the board was Jarrett. Jarrett brings it across the timeline. Jarrett pulls up a deep 3-point shot. It is good. Wow. Deep 3-point shot by Jarrett. He has 4 points in the ball game. So we got a 22-8 score. Jackson State leading. You've got to have the fight from behind here to get back into the basketball game. Here's Smith on the left wing. He shoots the 3-point jumper. It is good. Smith with the 3-point jumper. It has 4. Valley State down by 11, 22-11. Now 25 to play. Down inside, Jackson with a score and a foul. Scores that one for Garris Hicks. Gives the bucket to Hicks. His first 2 points in the game. The foul's called. You don't have a 13 on the floor, so it has to be, and they did correct that, for Nord with the foul. He has 2. And then one won't go for Jackson State. Hicks, Dallas to basketball. Is Hunter behind the screen. Hunter left side. Down inside from Collins, and a foul call on Jackson State. Foul's called on Kevin. Kevin, first personal foul. Valerie gets the basketball baseline, left side of the backboard, down by a score of 24-11. Valley State down by 13 here to the Tigers with 9:12 to play. First half. Jackson State on defense and Gray. Valley State. Got to get out of the ball game. 1, 2, 3. Valley State. We'll get Williams back in. Ronald Williams will check in. And checking out for the Delta Devils is Fenord. Collins puts it outside of the timeline. Cunningham. Left side Hunter. Hunter goes to his left. Hunter down inside. Williams. Nice bullet pass inside to Ronald Williams for his first 2 points. Good assist that time by Hunter. 24-13 score. Jackson State trailing. Trying to get inside is Evans. No. Jackson State the rebound. Is the power reverse shot inside. McKinney with the bucket. He has 4 points in the ballgame. 26-13 score. Jackson State lead by 3. That'll ball hit Smith. Smith trying to get to the backboard. He can't. Williams puts it outside. Deflected. Ball is knocked up. Saved by Valley State though. Cunningham with the ball. Left side, Smith squares to the corner 3. No good. Rebound, Jackson State. On the board was Jarrett. Jarrett back across the timeline. Jarrett in traffic, stumbles with the basket, lays it up for 2. He has 5 points in the ballgame. They were down by 15. And a foul is called on Jackson State. James Jonas with the foul. Jonas picks up his second personal foul. Really 28-13 score. Valley State trailing Jackson State. With 8:12 to play. Jackson will get a serve in the ball game. Checking in for the Tigers is Darian Wilson, a 6'4" grad student from Brookhaven, Mississippi. Valerie gets the basketball baseline left. Collins to inbound. Collins puts it in the corner. Cunningham working one-on-one against Evans. Still 1-on-1 against Evans. Behind the screen, not quite. Steps back, goes to the left, to the rack. Sees it in the pack. Thanks to Williams. Williams had it knocked away. Gets it back. 11 to shoot. That's State playing tough defense. And Valley had to throw that ball out of bounds. That was Perry had to throw that ball off the defense of Jackson. And now we're under 8 minutes to play at the 7-minute 51-second mark with a 28-13 score. Jackson State leading Valley State. This is Valley basketball on Jewett Live.
The time has come for America to hear the truth that the hottest places in hell are reserved for those who, in a period of moral crisis, maintain their neutrality. There comes the time when silence is betrayal. The truth of these words is beyond doubt. But the mission to which they call us is the most difficult one.
Ken Conley is a lifetime resident of LaFleur County. He's currently pursuing a master's degree in business administration and holds a master's degree in rural public policy and planning, a BS degree in business administration from Mississippi Valley State University. Her work experience also includes tax collector for LaFleur County, Mississippi, also administrative secretary for Mississippi Valley State University Community Service, office manager, regional program coordinator, Deep South Network for Cancer Control, administrative secretary for LaFleur County High School, and correctional officer officer from the Mississippi Department of Corrections. He's also a graduate of the Center for Economic Development Leadership Academy, Mississippi Valley State University, Community Health Advisor for Research Partner, a member of the New Jerusalem Shared Baptist Church in Avila, also a member of the Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, Vice President of the Avila Recreation League, and member of Communities for All Ages. And Indian currently has 2 adult sons. Her motto is to live life so that I will not be ashamed of yesterday and not afraid of tomorrow.
28-17 score. Jackson leading, battling on the ball, front court for a corner. There's a foul call on Jackson State underneath the basket. You got to roll and round the ball again. Well, attempt to inbound the ball again. Didn't have a chance to that time. That foul was called on Jackson. Ken Evans. Second foul. Evans going to check out. Coach Briggs did not like that foul. Going to take him out of the ball game. Perry will inbound the ball for Valley in for a corner for a side. 28-13. 7:51 to play first half. Perry and throws it into Hunter. Hunter looking at Collins. Can't go. Picked up by McClellan on the outside. He bags away, so they have to dribble to break the count. Coming to the right side. Loose one across the floor. Too tall. That's a loop one from the right side of the court to the left side of the court. But it was too tall. And over the head of Alice, Cameron Cunningham, who is 6'7", 6'7" junior. Jackson throwing down the ball in the backcourt near side. Isaiah Williams will toss it in. Ken Evans on the point. Throws it down inside to Williams. Williams backing in, double team, pumps it up, won't get it. Rebound by Perry from Valley State. To Collins, contact at the timeline, no foul. No foul is called. Keeps the dribble alive. Collins hands it to Perry. Perry, short pass to Cunningham. Cunningham gets inside, and I think Cunningham was fouled. He went right down the lane, tried to get that ball up, but it was locked up there. He was fouled in the process. That was called on Williams, Darian Williams, or Wilson, rather, to pick up the foul. Wilson to pick up his first personal foul. 17 fouls now on Jackson, 7 on Valley. Then we get Valley State to the foul line for free throw with 7:15 to play, opportunity to cut into his lead. Free throws up, won't go. Missed shot that time by Cunningham by Valley State. And Jackson back into the front court. Jump pass to Sam McClellan, picked up by Hunter. Turns, going toward the basket, stops, close it up, good, and a foul is called. Nice holding shot that time by McClellan. He kissed that ball off the basket for 2. That foul is called on Hunter. Hunter with the foul. Hunter picks up his second personal foul with 7:03 to play. Jackson out in front, 28-13. I thought that Mookie went. You did. And they counted. So like I said, 13 free throws up. No good. Cleveland couldn't connect on that. And 1. Jackson pushed in full court. Got it. The basketball. Going to turn it over. That was Blackwood with the turnover. Jackson takes to the ball game. Here's McClellan out top. Picked up by Perry. Short pass across the floor to Ken Evans. 30-13 is the score. Jackson State leader. Here's a little weave action to McClellan. McClellan sends it out high. Williams inside. There's an offensive foul call on Jackson State. Foul call on Williams. Should be Wilson with the foul. And then down at the ball, front court. Stopping. Cunningham, deep 3. No good. Rebound on Jackson State. Jackson leading with 6:16 to play, 30-13 for Valley State. A foul call down inside on Jackson. Was clear off. Pushed him away. That was called on Isaiah Williams, the 6'8" grad student from Dayton, Ohio, with the foul. His first personal foul. 6:13 to play. There's a timeout on the floor. 6:13 to play in the first half. It's a short timeout, so we keep right here. 30 for Jackson State, and 13 for Mississippi Valley. And I think our sponsor for making these broadcasts possible. You also can contribute and support Valley State Athletics. You can go to our webpage and make a donation to our G Wood Live webpage. Hit the donate button there to help support the experience of Valley State basketball. Also, you can go to our Cash App. It's G Wood Live. The cash sign in front of it and G Wood Live to support the broadcast. Every penny helps. Consider supporting the broadcast on G Wood Live. 30, Jackson State, 13, Valley State. That'll get the basketball. Smith drops it in to Collins. Collins is going to bring this ball across the timeline from right to left with 6:08 to play in the first half down. The Valley State is 30-13. Going to flip it out top to Cunningham. Cunningham inside. Now I think this shot is blocked and saved by Jackson State. Jackson, front court. Trying to get inside and had it stripped away was McGinnis, and Valley State took the basketball, get the basketball. They couldn't quite get it. They're going to throw it down the floor. It's going to go out of bounds. Nobody seems to want the basketball here on these last possessions. Jackson State would get it after turning it over to that, and then that turns it back over to Jackson State. We have a 30-13 lead for Jackson State with 5:45 to play in the first half. Here in Jackson, Lee William Athletics in a similar scenario. Here's a reach-around foul on Mr. Valley, Cameron Cunningham. Cunningham picks up. It's like his first personal foul. And we get Jackson State to the foul line. Both teams have 19 fouls. And they're sent to the stripe Ken Evans, who's a 6'4" freshman from Jackson. 6'4" freshman. Started. Free throws up. Didn't stop it. Free throws good. And he gets another point. So at 1:13. Jackson up. Dribbles. Here's the free throw. But Evans is good. Evans, 2 for 2 at the stripe. Valley State the basketball. Here's Collins. Collins back across the floor. Collins gives it to Cunningham. Left side, Smith. Smith back to Collins, back to Smith. Left wing, Smith dribbling. Comes to his right, trying to get inside. Outside, Cunningham. Cunningham inside, cuts it up, puts it up. No good. Rebound, Jackson State. A nice looking move. Jackson State, Evans back in the floor. Valley State got a hands on it. But I think Valley State would come over the foul here as Jackson State pushed Devin back on the floor. That foul was called on Collins. Mississippi Valley, this Terry Collins, the 6'3" junior, we pick up the foul. He has 2. Foul. We get Jackson State to the foul line for a cover free throw. This Ken Evans at the stripe. The 6'4" freshman from Jackson, free throws up. He left it short. And he gets another one. And he goes through a couple of practice shots. So 32-13 score. Jackson leading 5:12 to play in the first half. Here's the free throw and good by Ken Evans. 33-13, 20-point lead for Jackson State. Valley with the basketball, front court. Outside Smith. Outside Cunningham. Cunningham's back way 1-on-1. Cunningham pitched right side of the floor to Collins. Collins turned, and it is a foul call. He kind of turned and hit him, McClellan, in the face with his. Oh, they're going to call it. Oh, I got you. They're going to call it on McClellan. Could give him the space he needed to come down. That'll get Collins to the foul line for a couple of free throws. The right-hand shot on the first one is good. One more. Jackson State will get us up. Checking out is Demarion Smith. Checking in is Darius Hicks. One more shot for Collins after making the first one. He gets another one. Made one, missed one. Can't get them both, and he has 3 points in the ball game. 33-14 score. Jackson by 19. Down inside, easily got over in there and just turned it down for 3 and shot 7. That was Darius Hicks. He had 4 points in the ball game. And Jackson with a 21-point lead, 35-14 with 4:36 to play. Collins pitched it outside. Across the floor, Perry in the lane behind the back dribble. Fakes once, twice. Kicks out right side of the floor to Cunningham. Cunningham comes up with the shot, no good, off the rim. Rebound, Jackson State. On the board was McGinnis. McGinnis brings it right side to Jarrett. Jarrett thought about the shot, would not shoot. Dribbles away from Smith. Now he's back towards Smith. Rolls the ball down inside. McGinnis puts it up. No, he's fouled. McGinnis cuts the ball, posts it up there. He's fouled. Foul is called on Dallas Williams. Ronald Williams with the foul. Williams picks up his second foul. They'll get Jackson State to the foul line. Here's a free throws. First one is up. Good by Javius McGinnis. McGinnis, the 6'7" junior from Brandon. Had a good ball game here year before last. And gets his second free throw. Well, good. 1 of 2 for the strike. 37-14 score. Jackson leading. Valley with the ball, front court. Valley in green, Jackson in white. Here's Smith. Smith, short pass. Here's Collins. Collins holds the ball. Collins outside. Williams, short pass again. And we have a whistle and a foul call away from the basketball. This is on Jackson State. Jamarian Smith with the foul. He'll pick up his first. We have 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to play in the first half here in Jackson. 37 Jackson State, 41 Mississippi Valley. We're going to come out of Mississippi Valley play-by-play basketball on Julia Live.
It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream. One day, this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal.
Financial Solutions and Investments is located 200 East Washington Street, Greenwood. For more information, call Sammy Foster at 662-515-5860.
See what Live Sports Central reveals: the rawness of the game, the emotion, the motivation, the discipline, even the disappointment. With you at Live Sports, you'll get real coverage in our local and regional high school and college sports. So start it up with you at Live.
Sometimes you get what you deserve in this game, and you deserve to win this game. It couldn't have started out any worse.
All right, that's a character win right here. Showed a lot of toughness in all phases of the game. We're going to take it 1 week at a time. You got to put one behind you, move on to the next. Do it. Let's go. Let's go. No worries. No worries. Let's go. We got to win this game, man. Do your job. Help each other out, but don't do too much, even in the physical part of it, okay? We know what we're doing. Let's just do it, okay? Hey, we're going to be the best man going. Let's do it today. Let's do it. Let's do it. Thank you. We got to do it. Hey, you got to do it. We want to go somewhere. We got to do it today. We got to do it today. Let's go. Let's go, man.
First shot is up at the free throw line. It's good by Collins. He steps away back to the foul line. Second shot is up. It rolls in as well. 2 for 2 to the foul line for the junior from Kendall, Louisiana. And he's made 4 free throws. 37-16 score. Jackson State leading 3 throws. They're playing the first half here in Jackson. Our top is Ken Evans, picked up by Collins. Here's a handoff pass to Wilson. Wilson driving inside. Jarrett, and foul is called, I believe, on Mississippi Valley. Collins. Collins has his third foul. Collins fouls mounted up here. He has 3. It's a 3:23 mark. McKinnis, first free throw, good. Davis McGinnis, 6'7" junior from Brandon, at the foul line. Gets it. Gets one more. As the rim is up, good. 39-16 Jackson State with 3:23 to play in the first half. Got up the basketball, front court, Cunningham. Stolen by Jackson, down the floor, the layup. Good. Smith with the back. His first 2 points to the ball game. They stole up, and Darian Smith. 4-1-16 score. Another turnover on Valley State. Lead pass up ahead. Barry, he lays it up. No good. And Valley with the rebound. Valley, Cunningham with the floor with the shot. No foul call. With a 4-1-16 score. 41-16. Jackson State leading. And 2 shots coming up for Mississippi Valley State at the line. It's Cameron Cunningham at the strike. Cunningham. Here's a straight shot to right hand. Good. Cunningham is a 6'7" junior from Greenville, South Carolina. Going to step back to the strike for a free throw. And checking out for Valley State is Walden. Adrian Walden will check out for Valley State. Got had 10 players yesterday. Here's a free throw up good by Cunningham. Valley got to try to battle back to get into the ball game, down 41-18. 23-point lead for Jackson State as they run the weave on the outside. Brings the pass right side to Jarrett. Here's a jump shot. No. Again, tried to save it. He's ripped it to the edge. Going to throw it in, knowing to throw it 2 on his teeth. So he just let the ball bounce out of bounds. He just came down with it, actually. Just put him out of bounds. And Jackson State will get back on defense. Valley State will look the ball up the floor on offense with 2:34 to play. We're 4-1, Jackson State, 18. Valley State, 4-1, 18 lead. Jackson is Hunter in front court on the dribble. Hunter coming to his left side. The boys of the other team kick out right side. Perry Bucks trying to get inside the can. And Hunter was called for. Hunter went out of bounds, came in and got the basketball. We'll let him do it. A little delayed call, but the official was right there and saw it. You know, see an awful lot. 4-1, 18 score. Jackson State the basketball. That's the timeline. Evans flips it to Jarrett. Jarrett stays out top, picked up by Hunter on the right side, stops beside the lane for the follow-away, no good. Rebound, Perry for Valley. Perry up the floor, too tall, and that lead pass was led too much by Perry catching up with that was Cameron Cunningham. So Jackson would get the basketball back with the remaining 48 to play up over Mississippi Valley, 41-18. Valley State extended zone defense. Jackson State the basketball. Here's Hicks. Hicks throws the ball right side. Wilson, and it's a foul call. Nope, out of bounds on Jackson State. Perry applying the pressure. And here's Valley State with the basketball side court. So the minute 30 to play in the first half. 4-1, 18 score. Jackson State leader. Here's Hunter out top, trying to get to the basket. Moves inside, stops, steps back to right-hand shot. No, left it short. Jackson State with the rebound. On the goal was Darian Wilson. Here's Jarrett in traffic all the way. Puts it up. No, tap back up and in by Javius McKinnis. McKinnis with the bucket. Here's Hunter front court. 43-18 score. Jackson State leading. Cunningham in front court, puts it outside to Hunter. Hunter in traffic deflection. He tried to get the ball away the ball should be, one official said it should go to Jackson. The official on the first side saw it better. He said Mississippi Valley basketball, and Valley would inbound the basketball down by 15 points, 43-18. With 48.2 seconds to play. Perry's to inbound in the deep right corner to Hunter. Hunter's picked up outside by Evans. Hunter's working one-on-one on Evans. Comes with the shot, left it short. Jackson State with the rebound. On the board was Hicks. 36 seconds to play, 26 seconds to shoot. In the first half, Jackson State, Evans. Evans behind a screen by Hicks. And turn that basketball over. Will Jackson State and Valerie get the basketball with 26.6 to play. I'm not going to watch the ball up the floor, but there's a stoppage of play. And they're just reading down the ball up to the point where he had dribbled the ball just in front of Valerie's bench. Jackson State will get a servant to the ball game. Checking in for the Tigers is Wesley Taylor. Taylor's a freshman from Olive Branch, Mississippi. He had 25.1 seconds to play in the first half here. Hunter will take the ball from the side court. They got to redo that. The buzzer went off for some reason. There was no reason I know of, but however it did. And Valerie get the basketball with 21 seconds. Here's Hunter. Hunter working across the timeline against Evans. Hunter's going to dribble out by the timeline, but that's 4-1 shot. As we see this clock rolls down to 10 seconds to play in the first half. Jackson leading 43-18. Here's Hunter working one-on-one. Big shot by Hunter outside. No good. Rebound by Jackson State. Wesley Taylor. That's going to bring the first half to a close with Jackson State leading Mississippi Valley by 15. 43, I said 15-25. 43-18. 43-18 score. Jackson State is leading Mississippi Valley. We'll break. We'll come back. This is Valley Basketball on G Wood.
Serving the community through faith and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Jackson State basketball. Up by a score of 43-18. 9:34 to play. Just in the second half underway. Here's Jackson State. Turnaround shot. No good. This time by Williams. Jackson with the on rebound. Here's a short shot put up on the left side of the lane. Scores that one. Jonas James. James has 8 points in the ball game. There's a turnover on the Valley State. Jackson State back with the basketball, back at the floor again. Trying to get inside this Williams. Williams turn. Scoop pass out to Jarrett for three. No. Ball hit the back iron, bounced up. Dead ball. So Valley State will get the basketball. Going to work up the floor down 45-18. Front court. Going to have this ball left side of the floor is Fenoa out top. DeAndre Howard. Here's Cunningham. Cunningham with the dribble. Cunningham looking. He picks his dribble up. Looking for a help. Looking on the block. Not there. Throws in the right corner. Long range jumper by Fenoa. No good. Jackson State's the rebound and back at the floor. That count. 8:26 to play. In the second half. So getting the second half underway. Again, Stern shoots over Leandre Howard. Had a hard time doing that. And that ball is going to go out of bounds. We're going to have a rumble on the floor. Hustling for the ball. And did they call a foul on that? Yeah, they did. The foul is on this Howard. If it is, he has three. He has three. Got the basketball. Going to take it from Jackson State. Fenoa hits with the basket. Lays it up. Nice shot. We got away with the basket. Kind of came down and scored that one. Get Fenoa to get his first 2 points in the ball game. Got it down by 25, 45-20. 17:51 to play. It's Jackson State. McClellan with it, deep right wing. Got it. And then shifting zone defense. James back to McClellan, who fires the deep three-point shot. It is good. McClellan, deep three, is a senior. Another deep three-point shot. He has 7 points in the ball game. And here's Valley Hunter. Throws the right side of the floor. Baseline jumper for North. Good. For North, back-to-back basket. 49-27 score. Here's Jackson State back with the basketball left side of the floor. Jarrett in the paint, drives to the basket, shoots it up. Rolls up the rim, no good. Rebound, Collins for Valley. Lead pass up the floor, and Valley's going to throw it away. Cunningham tried to flip it back in, but it threw it right to Jackson State. Jarrett inside on Collins, trapped on the baseline, throws it in. Jackson State still with it. Williams with it, puts the shot up. No. That's Howard. He has 4. Not Howard. It's Collins. Collins with the foul. Collins will pick up his 4th foul here. He's got a spot on the floor there, trying to get up. Apparently not. Higher is going to get Jackson State to the foul line. We're at 49-22 for the Jackson State lead. Free throws on its way. No good. Collins will check out of the ball game with 4 fouls at the 16-minute, 46-second mark. Gets it back. And that no good. Up the floor. There's a shot flipped up there by Cunningham. It won't go. And there's a foul called on Jackson State, though. 16:38 to play. That'll get Valley State to the foul line. Going to the stripe for a couple of free throws is Cameron Cunningham. Cunningham is at the foul line for the 3rd time today. You get 2 or 3 free throws. (49) Jackson State, 22 Valley. Here comes the first shot for Cunningham. Right-hand shot is up. Good. And here comes another shot for Cameron Cunningham, 6'7", junior, Greenville, South Carolina. 2 for 2 at the stripe. It's needed. 49-24 score. Jackson State leading with the ball. James in the far side to McClellan. McClellan thought about giving it to James. Didn't. Tips right side Jarrett. Jarrett the feint. Lays it up. No good. He was fouled. And the team said, but it is on DeAndre Howard. He has picked up his 4th foul. Howard has 4 at the 16-minute, 24-second mark. They're taking it right to him, and he fouled him. He's going to check out of the ballgame now at the 16-minute, 24-second mark. They're down 49-24. And Williams was checking to the ballgame for him. Howard is 7'1". Ronald Williams, 6'8". Jackson State's on the sideline. The official still saying, no. Is this going to be a timeout on the floor? Apparently it will. Will it be the media? 16 minutes, 24 seconds to play in the second half. We have a 49-24 score. I guess just a regular timeout. Or is it? Jackson State is, now they're going to break their huddle, and now they're going to break their huddle. Valley State will travel from here down to Grambling to take on Grambling State Tigers on Monday. Catch that ball game and other ball games right here on G-World Live Radio. And I think there's a spot on the floor, some spots on the floor. They're going to take their time and get better. If you'd like to support Valley State basketball, go to our webpage at www.gworldlive.com. Click on the donate button there. Courtesy of PayPal. Love to have your support for Atlanta State basketball games. Get the games on the air wherever they're played in SWAC play. Also, you can go to our Cash app. Let's put up a good fight today against Jackson State. So Jackson got together in the fourth quarter and are winning the basketball game. That looks good today. So the listeners are saying out there as well as they listen to their basketball game that they did well. And it's must be blood spots on the floor because you have a couple of gentlemen out there kind of looking around with a towel trying to find those spots. I'd like to thank also the Florida County Board of Supervisors for their support of Atlanta State basketball. Mr. Reginald Freeman, also Greenwood City Council for their support. Mr. Amber Brown for his personal donation. Mr. McCoy for his personal donation. Also, I'd like to thank Mr. Timmy Foster for his support. Mr. Benny Bowes for his support. Mr. Willis, Coach Willis Todd for his support. For Mississippi Atlanta State basketball. Mr. Anthony Brownlow from Washington, D.C. Big time Atlanta State supporter and fans. Thank you for your support. We get these ball games on the air. As far as crowds, if any crowd around the country, so now they've finished the house cleaning. They get Jackson State to the foul line for free throws. There's 6:24 to play. It's a 49-24 score. Jackson State is leading, and then Jarrett go to the foul line for free throws. I guess. Well, I know those free throws just matter getting the ball, and now he has it. The foul line for the second time. He's made one free throw. This one is up, and it rolls off the rim. Got some bounce there. Didn't fall into the cylinder, fell on the outside, so he has another free throw. He holds the line. Jackson is in gray today with blue numbers, but I said it's in green with white numbers, and there's a free throw for Jarrett. Jarrett has hit 2 of 3 free throws on this afternoon. Then let's take the basketball down. Cunningham for Norwood. Cunningham has it. Outside Hunter. Hunter moving from left to right. Hunter sends it back outside to Cunningham. Cunningham with the foul line shot off the rim. No rebound. Jackson State. Jarrett. Jarrett works his ball to the front court, trying to get to the rack. Puts it up. No good. But the foul call is on Williams. I think they're taking the ball to a big guy and they're fouling them. This is going to be the third foul on Ronald Williams. DeAndre Howard, the 7'1" freshman from Los Angeles, California. He has 4 points in the ball game. He has 4 fouls as well, so he sit down at the 6:24 mark. Right now, we have 15:52. Should be immediate timeout right here. Here's the first free throw. Is up by Jarrett, and it's good. Tristan Jarrett, 6'4" senior from Brownsville, Tennessee. His second shot is up, and it's good. 2 for 2 from the foul line for Jarrett. And Nevada State with the basketball down 52-24. Here's the right side to Smith. Smith goes baseline. Smith cut off on the baseline. Smith sends it outside. Across the floor. Turnover on for Norwood. Jackson State with the basketball. Leaning inside. Williams with the right hand linger for 2. Williams with the bucket. Williams has 3 points in the ball game. Jackson State up by 30. 54-24. Back down the floor, missed shot by Smith. Rebound by Jackson State. 2-on-3, Jackson State. James outside. Here's the 3-point jumper, no good by Williams. Rebound, Jackson State inside. Jonas puts it up, no. Up again for 2. Jarrett with the bucket. 56-24. Jackson State leading. And Coach Arnold wants to talk about this. Down 32. With 14:55 to play. Good break. We'll come back. This is Valley Basketball on G-Wood Live.
To see what's going on in your community, interviews, meetings, sports, and more. It's all there at www.gwoodlive.com, and stay in touch with your community by logging on to www.gwoodlive.com. This is a special tribute to Coach Sheldon Hodge. Veteran high school coach Sheldon Hodge is calling it quits after 40 years of coaching and teaching. When a person is able to call it a career his or her way, then there are no regrets. Starting his career in 1971 to 1975 at Bradford County High School, Stark, Florida, he played for Hall of Fame coach David Hirsch and was a 3A sports athlete: football, basketball, track and field, and captained all three sports. From 1975 to 1978, played for Florida A&M University of Tallahassee, Florida. And a Hall of Fame coach Rudy Hubbard's 1977 undefeated national champion in 1978 NCAA 1AA National Football Championship. From 1979 to 1986, he was an assistant football coach at Florida A&M University. In 1979, defeated the University of Miami and was named defensive coordinator in 1981. From 1987 to 1998, he was an assistant football coach at Mississippi Valley State University, with national ranked defenses, NFL draft choices, and Black College Player of the Year. From 1999 to 2006, he was an assistant coach at Greenwood High School, and from 2003 to 2006, he was the head coach of Greenwood High School. From 2007 to 2008, at J.C. George High School of North Carolina, Mississippi, as defensive coordinator and JV football coach and assistant track and field coach, with a 10-win football season and state track and field championship. From 2008 to 2015 at the John F. Kennedy High School of Mount Bayou, Mississippi, he served as head football coach, assistant track and field coach, and athletic director with a 10-win season, two-time regional championship in football, 6 state titles as an assistant coach or administrator, as he celebrates the memory of the 2014 undefeated girls basketball team, where they went 32-0. 2016 saw him as a football consultant at Indianola Gentry High School in Indianola, Mississippi. From 2017 to 2019 at Amanda L.Z. High School of Greenwood, Mississippi, he enjoyed a 9-win season regional football championship, coaching in the North-South All-Star game with Coach Clinton Gatewood. And now Coach Sheldon Hodge is calling it quits after 40 years of coaching and teaching. When a person is able to call it a career his or her way, as Coach Sheldon Hodge has done, there are no regrets.
Jackson State the basketball up 56-24, 14:25 to play. Throws it down to McGinnis. McGinnis backing in on Williams. Turnaround jump shot, no good. Rebound, snap to Jackson State. McClellan with the ball in the left corner. Sends it outside to Jonas James for the jump shot. Ping pongs out. Rebound, Mississippi Valley State. On the board was Fenord. Fenord down the floor, beside the lane. Kicks it outside to Hunter. Hunter moving in on James. Leaves it across the floor. Smith trying to get in the traffic. Smith puts it up. No good. Rebound, McGinnis for Jackson State. There's a foul call on Jackson State. McGinnis with the foul. He picks up his first foul in the game. And here's Smith to the foul line for free throws. Traylon Smith for the free throw, up good. Smith with the free throw at the foul line for the first time. He has 3 points tonight. Gets it back, so give a 6:25 score. Free throws up. It's good. And Jackson State leading by 30 with 13:55 to play. Coming across the timeline, our top, James. James throws that McClellan. McClellan throws on right elbow to Jarrett. Jarrett gets it back. Fires it at the top of the circle for 3. Is good. Jarrett with the 3-point bracket. 59-26 score. Jackson State leading Valley here. Sends it across the floor. Inside, jump stop, north 2. Score that one. North with the bucket, he has 6 points, all in the second half. 59-28, 13-15 to play. Here's McClellan for Jackson State. McClellan to Jarrett. No good. Rebound inside. McKinnon, who's physical down inside, he was fouled as he grabbed that rebound. That foul's called on Ronald Williams. Williams has picked up his 4th foul. big guys in trouble here. In foul trouble, he has 4 fouls here. There's Ronald Williams. He has 4 fouls. Already sitting is Leandre Howard with 4 fouls. He picked up his 4th foul at the 16-minute, 24-second mark. And Williams get his at the 13-minute and 5-second mark. And shot is up inside. Hicks with the bucket for Jackson State. 6-1, Jackson 28, Valley. Valley in the corner. Samoa across the floor. Here's Cunningham. Cunningham pulls up and shots the lane for the shot. It's good. Cunningham with the jump shot. 6-1, 30. Jackson leading with the ball. James, quick pass right side. Jarrett for 3. It is good. Jarrett with a 3-point bucket. 3-point bucket. 34-point lead for Jackson State. Hunter in the lane. Lays it up. Got it. Nice pin move by Hunter to get to the basket to lay Delvin up in the paint in traffic. Gets his first 2 points of the ball game today. There's Hunter with 12 minutes, 13 seconds of play. Came in last year, really played well in this arena against Jackson State. Here's McGinnis. McGinnis moving in on Ronald Williams. Turns hook shot. Wow. And going to get the bounce on that one. And a foul called on Williams. And Williams is fouled out of the ball game. Has to. So Williams, it's the 5th one. Picked his 4th for the 13-year-old foul mark. Yeah, we have 12 minutes exactly to play. The immediate timeout is here. So we're going to step aside and we're going to come back. We have a 66 Jackson State, 32 Mississippi Valley. Jackson State out in front. This is Valley basketball on the G-Wood Live Radio. Back in a minute, stay with us.
Well, I want to say this afternoon that the tragedy is Christianity failed to see that it had the revolutionary edge. You don't have to go to Karl Marx to learn how to be a revolutionary. I didn't get my inspiration from Karl Marx. I got it from a man named Jesus, the Galilean boy, who said he was anointed. Heal the brokenhearted. He was anointed to deal with the problems of the poor. Those who are in captivity and preach the acceptable year of the Lord. That's revolutionary. And that is where we get our inspiration. We go out in a day when we have a message for the world. We can change this world and we can change this nation.
12 minutes exactly to play in this basketball game here in Jackson. Valley will travel to Grambling to take on the Tigers on Monday. And there's a full squad. They had 10 players today. Like many more than they had in the past few ball games. Leandre Howard is back on the floor. Williams is fouled out. That's going to do it. McGinnis is the foul line to shoot a free throw. Has 1. This will be the and 1. As you most of that shot up early, got it off the bounce off the rim, and he's going to complete the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Talking about McGinnis. Got it with the ball. Left side, Cunningham's for 3, short. Rebound, Jackson State. Rebound came long, almost to him, but Jarrett picked up before it got to him. Here's Jackson State with the ball front court. Evans back on the floor. To Jarrett. Jarrett to Evans. Evans fakes right, goes left, and traffic, puts it up, no good. And is charged with the offensive foul. Is Kid Evans, a 6'4" freshman from Jackson, will pick up his 3rd personal foul. And here's the immediate timeout here at the 11-minute and 32-second mark. Jackson State up 67-32. 67 Jackson State, 32 Dallas State. We're breaking tonight. This is Valley basketball on Jewel Live.
Andrew McQueen is a lifelong Greenwood, LaFleur County native. Andrew McQueen was appointed as the director of the LaFleur County Clinic Agri Center in 2002. He was the first African-American to be appointed to this position. Before becoming director of the LaFleur County Civic Center, he was the third African-American to be employed by WABG TV station and moved up the ranks to become the second African-American to manage a department at this local TV station. He started his career at WLEF radio station where he hosted a local show on Sundays called the Coca-Cola Request Show. He was also among the first African-Americans hired by South Central Bell Telephone Company, now known as AT&T. He has served this community as constable of the Southern District since 2000, being the second African-American to serve in this capacity. He's also involved in the community by serving on numerous boards. He's a member of St. Francis Catholic Church and attended school at both St. Francis and Threadneedle High. His higher education came from Corahoman Junior College and Jackson State University. Constable Andrew McQueen, a loyal citizen of this community.
Angela Simpson here, editor-in-chief of TheMikeMagazine.com. Sweeping the Nation Clean one community at a time is our newly launched litter-free campaign, where we encourage you to take pride in your community by doing your part in picking up trash around your home, school, local parks, or business areas. To find out more tips on how to sweep our nation clean, log on to TheMikeMagazine.com. That's TheMic, TheMikeMagazine.com. Thank you for sweeping our nation clean. I'm Angela Simpson, the voice behind the mic.
Now let's take the basketball. Looking at the floor against pressure. Long pass right side, caught by Noah. He thumbs the ball away. Jackson State in the steal, picked up by Rick. Down the floor, Jonas James for three with the left hand, or two with the left hand. He wears number 3. He scored that bracket. He has 10 points in the game. The 6-foot senior from Jackson. I think his father's coach, undersea coach, Lanier. He's a turnover on the Valley. James on the floor missing a shot. Harassed that time by Caleb Hunter. Hunter tips the left side, now down inside on the baseline. Wiles back outside. Here's a catch by Cunningham. Cunningham to the rack all the way, throws it down. Myers dunk shot that time as he got around the defense, got in there, slammed that one down with the right hand on the right side of the rim, Big Cunningham. There's 8 points in the ball game. There's 69-34 score with 10:25 to play in the game. Here's James. James moves in on Hunter outside McClellan. McClellan skips, jumps, sends it across the floor, gets the return pass to McClellan. He gets it from Evans down inside. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. But there's a foul first called on Jackson State. The foul was called on Isaiah Williams. Williams picks up his 4th foul here. With 10-11 to play, so 69-34 score. Jackson State leading Valley. Valley to inbound. Jackson with some token pressure, full court. Cunningham's. Hunter back to Cunningham. One hand bounce pass right side to Smith. Across the floor. Here's a deep shot in the corner by Cunningham. Skips off the rim. Rebound McClellan for Jackson State to chase the ball down in the near corner. Back outside. James sends it back across the floor. In traffic. Pump fakes once. And Williams with the pump fakes. That's going to do it for DeAndre Howard. He's going to pick up his 5th foul. You wave his hand so you can't come in here. But I think it's foul on him. Yeah, he knows it. He's going to check out of the ball game. 5 fouls on Howard today. Howard will leave with 4 points. We have 4 points back in the first half. Here's the first free throw up. Hewitt. Gets it back. Williams sends it up. It's good. 2 for 2 from the foul line for Williams. Williams is 3 for 3 at the foul line today. The 7-1, 34 score at Jackson State leading Valley. Cotton across the floor. And here's Smith down inside, trying to flip it down inside. North, but it's picked up by Jackson State. Back on the floor. Can't get the layup to go. But there is a putback. So Smith with the putback for the bucket for Jackson State. 73-34 score. Here's Smith to Valley. Four-side Collins for the deep three on left wing. It is good. He has a nice shot. Collins knocked up and down. Collins has 8 points in the ball game. And we have a 73-37 score. 8:47 to play. Jackson State. 3-point attempt right wing. No good by Wilson. Rebound, and the ball is out of bounds on Jackson. Valley will maintain the basketball inbound. The ball in front court, near side. Jackson took Get McGinnis back in the game, who's had a good ball game. And checking out for Jackson State is Gary Hicks, the 6'4" grad student from Quitman, Mississippi. 73-37. Hunter inside. Hunter to the right side of the floor. Got to move the ball around the horn. And Collins had it knocked backwards. He's going to reach back there and get it. And loose ball still on the floor. Back to the basketball. Collins got his hands on it. And there's a foul. Got to be a foul called on Jackson State. It will be. Reaching and ended up making contact was Smith for Jackson. He's going to pick up the foul. His second foul. 8:23 to play. And Dallas State will get the basketball in the front court for side, just in front of the scores table, between the scores table and Dallas State. Here's Hunter. Hunter trying to get inside. He does. He pitches four sides to awaiting Collins for three. No good. Rebound, Jackson State again. He's going to lead past the ball to the floor to Evans, who lays it up for two. Score that one for Evans. Evans has 9 points in the ball game. We have a 75-37 score. 8 minutes exactly to play in the second half in Jackson. Here's Collins. Collins on the dribble with the left hand. Collins leads it outside to Smith. Smith working one-on-one behind the back dribble, steps back, steps forward, trying to get inside, leans in, throws it up as he falls to the floor. He was fouled. He'll shoot some free throws. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And I think the official would have the media timeout coming up because it is 7:47 left to play in the ball game. And that foul was called on Smith. And we'll step aside when we come back. This is Mr. Dallas State basketball on G Wood Live. 7:47 to play in the ball game. Jackson up 75-37.
Vegetable Farm, locally grown for years. Lewis Vegetable Farm, call 622-299-7247. JL 401 at Bell South. It's Lewis Vegetable Farm.
Join me Monday through Fridays at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. on the G Line. The Mike Prince Show covers everything that's dealing with the world of HBCU. We cover the world of Southwestern Athletic Conference and the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference. We get it all in one style. On the Mike Prince Show, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. on the G Line.
And welcome back. In the first ball game that tipped off at 3 today, it was Jackson State defeated Mississippi Valley State. So Valley State put up a very, very good effort in that basketball game. Ball game that people said they like to listen to, won't like to watch when they see that kind of competition. Coach Walker Johnson has to be proud of the effort of our team today. They really, really battled against Jackson State here at home. The Jackson group came back in the fourth quarter and was able to win the basketball game. But excellent ball game. That they want to give your team confidence. I know coaches say, close is not good, but to see that effort today, she has to be proud of her team. 75-37 score. Jackson State leading here. 7:47 to play in the ball game. Valley State, the foul line free throw will not drop for Smith. Trina Smith can get there on the drop at the foul line for the first time. He has 4 points in the ball game. Here's a shot up, and it's good. He has 5 points in the ball game now. Jackson State the basketball. New players in the game for Jackson. Wesley Taylor in the ball game is a 6'4" freshman from Olive Branch, Mississippi, playing for the Tigers. We bring it right side of the floor to Williams, deep in the corner. Williams moved in, and a blocking foul call. Williams that time was moving in on the baseline, had the height advantage. He was going to bag for Noah down, and make that Cunningham down, and Cunningham was charged with the foul. Cunningham has picked up his second foul. That'll get Williams to the foul line for Jackson State. Isaiah Williams is a 6'8" grad student from Dayton, Ohio. He's 3 for 3 at the stripe. He has 2 here. Official using the feet to wipe up the perspiration because there was a spill on the floor by Cunningham. He spilled to the floor. Almost had that blocking foul, a charging foul, I thought. Not the case, though. If you support the State basketball broadcast, by going to our website, www.gwlive.com, and also you can make a donation on Cash App. The Cash App is GWoodLive. Dollar sign, of course, in the front, and GWoodLive. First free throw was good by Williams. He has one more, 7 to 6:30. Score free throws up. His 2 is good. Williams 2 for 2 at the stripe. The 6'8" grad student from Dayton. Good touch at the foul line, too. He made all of his free throws today, all 5. Got up the basketball down by a score of 7-7, 38. Here's Cunningham. Deep shot on the right wing. Scored that one. That was a 3-point shot. He's heated up now. That's good to see. Hoping to carry it on to the Grambling State ball game. Here's William moving in on Hunter. Brings it right side of the floor. Wilson. Here's the jump shot by Wilson. It's good. Wilson with his first 2 points in the ball game. The 6'4" grad student from Brickhaven, Mississippi. Here's Dallas State. Deep shot in the corner by Williams. It's good. The nets are wrapped up. And Williams unfolded the net. I say Smith unfolded the nets, rather, with that 3-point shot. 79-44, walking violation called on Jackson State. Darian Wilson, that time, walked with the basketball. Dallas State will get the basketball. Down 79-44, 6:42 to play. Williams will check out for Jackson. And checking in is Darius Hicks, a 6'4" grad student from Quitman. Will check in. Here's Hunter. Hunter to the front court, top of the circle, stays with the dribble, working one-on-one. Got it to the paint, but the ball is knocked away, and there's a foul call on Jackson State. That foul's called on Wesley Taylor. They'll get a Hunter to the foul line for free throws. Caleb Hunter. Can't get that one to go. 79-44. Jackson State with the basketball. Down inside. Back to the basket. It's Hicks. Hicks throws it back outside. Hicks gets it. Squares up on Smith. Shoots over Smith for 2. Wow. He just got the ball turned squared and shot it. 81-44. Scores 6:15 plays. And an offensive foul call on Caleb Hunter. Hunter drove inside, and Hunter is shaking up on this play here. Hunter's down on the floor, holding on to his stomach. Might have gotten the wind knocked out of him. Sometimes you can do that in the ball. That can be very painful. It looks as if that's what is happening. He's lying underneath the basket on his back right now. You can see him patting his foot. He's trying to work off some of that pain as Coach Hunter will come out and check on him. While they do, they will step aside. 81 Jackson State, 44, Mississippi Valley. This is Valley basketball on GWoodLive. We'll step aside, or will we step aside? They're going to set him up first. They're going to lift him up now. He's walking towards the foul line. He's not going towards the sideline. He's saying, shot opportunity here. I'm going to take this. He's a sophomore. Caleb Hunter. Players hit the floor, you just don't know. You always hope for the best, you just don't know. That time it worked out for the best. Here's Hunter, first shot. Fast off the rim. Thought he had 2. Shot 1 go. 1 plus the bonus. And 81-44, approaching 6 minutes to play in the game. Here's a deep jam shot. No good. Player stopped. That shot wouldn't go by Wilson. Wilson wanted a foul. Did get one on him, but did get one for him, but did get one on Valley for Jackson. That's going to get Jackson State to the foul line to shoot free throws. Jarius Hicks, a 6'4" grad student from Quitman, Mississippi, will go to the foul line. He has 6 points in the ball game today, 7 now, because he fixed that free throw. Once we got up to Mr. Terry Coleman, too, the spokesman for Jewel Live, back in Greenwood, listening to the ball game. And here the second free throw is up, and it's good for him. Hicks with the free throws. 82-44 score, Jackson leading here in Jackson. Terry in the right corner. Terry to Fenor. Fenor trying to get inside. Step stack, won't shoot. Here's it outside. Here's Cunningham. Cunningham works his way to the basket. Nice thing move. Lost the ball. And there's a foul call. That foul was called on Jackson State Smith. Marion Barry Smith. The foul line for a couple of free throws for Valley State is Cunningham. First one is up, back on, and out. And he'll get one more free throw. 5-4 to the play. Join us in Grambling on Monday for more Valley State play-by-play basketball. Free throws up. Good. 1 of 2 at the stripe. Jackson State leading 83-45, 5:35 to play. Jackson with the basketball. Front court. Taylor feeds it in the corner. Hicks throws it outside. Jackson inside. McGinnis lays it up. McGinnis got inside. You can see with the dunk, but cannot balance. He just laid it up in the end for the 2. 85-45. Jackson State up over Valley State. Here's Collins. Collins to North. For North. Turns outside Collins. Squares. Collins trying to get inside. Steps back north. Forward side. Here's a floater. Baseline. Hewitt for North. Donaldson for North with the bucket. He has 8 points in the ball game now. Had none at the half. Here's Jackson State. Jackson State back down the floor trying to get inside. Here's a Darian Wilson. Did we get a foul here? Foul on that Alex Perry. They give Jackson State to the foul line. Hicks will go to the stripe to shoot free throws. Hicks is at the foul line for the first time today. Hicks has 6 points, 8 points in the ball game. Here's the free throws up here. And he gets another one. 86-47 Jackson State with 4:45 left to play in the ball game. Free throws up. Good. Hicks with another free throw. Jackson State's having a good night tonight. They're up by 40. Down the lane, driving, lays it up. No. Collins couldn't get, Smith couldn't get that one. And they did get fouls to go to the foul line and try to get 2 points here. Jackson up by 40. And they had some tough losses lately. Had some more players today. Thought today might have been the day, but Jackson leading. Here's the free throw by Smith. And it bounced on the rim a couple of times, then dropped in for Smith. Smith is 2 of 3 at the foul line. This one is up. It bounces away. Can't get this from Jackson State to get the rebound, and then works the way back to the floor, front court from left to right. Comes Taylor. Ball is knocked away. And is it a foul call on Cunningham? For Norwood, foul call on Jackson State. That'll get Valley State to the foul line for free throws going to the stripe. It's Cunningham. A couple of officials going to confer beside the lane and see if they come away with Valley State at the foul line. Cunningham at the foul line to shoot free throws that will stand to the foul line with 4:30 to play in the ball game. 87 Jackson State, 48 Valley State. First free throws up for Cunningham. The backhand won't stay down. And he'll get another free throw. Gets the ball back, toes the line. Here comes the shot. It's up and good. 1 of 2 at the stripe. Got to stay pressing full court here. There's 4.5 to play in the game. Jackson State with the ball. A lot of new players in the game for Jackson State. Hezekiah Quinlan with the jump shot. He won't go down it right back out in the foot of the ball. Here's Perry behind the back dribble. Perry sends it outside to Cunningham for the three-point attempt. It won't go. Rebound for Fenord. And Fenord came down on the baseline. And Jackson will get the basketball up 87-49, 4-5 to play in the ball game. We need timeout coming up at or inside the 4-minute mark. We're playing right now inside the 4-minute mark. Jackson State with the ball. Valley State with the press. Evans throws it front court. Wilson sends it back out top to Evans. Here's the jump shot. And it's good. 90-49. Here's Smith with a three-point attempt. Not there. Jackson State with the rebound. And then worked back up the floor. Lost it for a moment. And there's a reaching foul call on Collins, I do believe. Collins gets that foul. And Collins has fouled out of the ball game, too. He knew it. He was headed toward the bench for 2 reasons. One, he had fouled out of the contest. The other one is we had a immediate timeout. 3 minutes, 29 seconds left to play in the basketball game. Jackson State 90 and Mississippi Valley State 49. We'll break and come back. This is Valley Basketball and G. We're live.
Financial Solutions and Investments.
I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal.
Financial Solutions and Investments is located 200 East Washington Street in Greenwood. For more information, call Sammy Foster at 662-515-5860.
You know, it's just a losing proposition. It's impossible. I don't care who you are. It's impossible to text and drive safely. You just can't do it.
For the district is 2020 vision, and we do know that 2020 vision is not perfect vision, but it's a sharp vision, it's a clear vision, and it's a focused vision. And this is what we have in the Greenwood LaFleur Consolidated School District, as well as with the parents and community. We have sharp people. All of us have bright minds. We're capable of learning and working together to do everything we need to come together for our children. We're clear. Everybody knows why the school district exists, but parents know their role, the community and stakeholders all know their role. So we should be clear about what it is that we need to do to move this district and this community forward. And 2020 vision is focus. That means that we don't have time for distractions. We have to keep the focus on where it needs to be. And the focus right now should be on the students in the LaFleur County community.
So the free throw's good back. Both free throws good by Ken Evans. 92-49 score. Jackson State leading Valley State with the ball. With 3:17 to play, the loose ball on the floor. Jackson State will come up with it. And out in front for the two-hand slam of Larry Kumak. 6'5", senior from Missouri City, Texas. Boy, that was a hard jam. He threw it down, Valley back on the floor. Perry with the shot, can't make it. Has the crowd buzzing. And here's a three-point shot. Another one by Jackson State. And it's good. Off the bench. That one was made by Quinlan. It's a 97-49 score. Valley down the lane. Perry puts it up, not there. 97 Jackson State, 49 Mississippi Valley with 2:31 left to play in this basketball game. Then we get Perry to the foul line for a couple of free throws as he throws the ball hard to the rack. First free throws up, not good by Perry. Perry has one more. Here's the shot up good. 1 of 2 for Alex Perry. Good to see that go in for Mr. Perry. 2:23 play, Dallas State. Preston Jackson. And here's a long shot again by Quinlan. Won't go. Battle back down the line. He is floating down the middle of the north. Boy, he got a high. He missed that shot, but it was foul. No. He was charged with the offensive foul. But I tell you what, he rose, as they say, and the crowd saw him way up there. They do that. That would have been some kind of slam. Instead, he's going to get the foul instead of the slam, and Jackson still gets the basketball with 2 minutes and 12 seconds to play. Jackson trying to put 100 points on the board to know they out. It's a 97-50 score. Dallas State trailing here in this ball game. Jackson with all reserves in the ball game now. Working up is Wesley Taylor, and foul is called out on the floor. And foul is called on Smith for Dallas State. They get Jackson State to the foul line for a couple of free throws. Wesley Taylor at the stripe. Right-hander puts the first shot up and it's good. Wesley Taylor is a 6-foot freshman from Olive Branch, Mississippi. Gets on the board that night with his free throws. Second one is up. Good too. 99-50 the score at Jackson State leading. And we have 2 minutes to play in the ball game. Got with the ball. Here's a spin move by Cunningham. Or was it for Noah? He was fouled, and both teams in the double bonus, so we got some free throws coming up for Mississippi Valley State here down by a score of 99-50 with 1:57 to play in the game. Here's the first free throw. Is up. It's good. And one more free throw will be coming up for Noah. He has 11 points in the ball game, shooting for point 12, and he has 12. 99-52, Jackson State leading with the ball in the front court, driving as Tate Jr. sends it across the floor, followed away by Hezekiah Quinlan. You can't get the shot to go. Dallas State right back down the floor with the layup with a lot of speed. There's Cunningham for the buckets. And here's Jackson State. 3-point shot, right wing. Bell with a 3-point shot to push Jackson State over 100 as they was trying to get. We have 102-54 with a minute 23 to play. Here's Perry. Trying to get the ball to Blackwood, but it was deflected out of bounds. Walden got his hands on it and knocked that ball out of bounds. And Jackson State will get the basketball. Got to stay keeping pressure on. Here's Bell. Bell sends it across. Taylor. 3-point shot. Taylor. And it's good. Jackson State is just having a nice shooting day today. Even the reserves are putting up shots from the outside. We have 105-54 to score. Dallas State the ball. Here's a foul call as Dallas State tried to drive that ball inside. Fenor tried to drive down the lane. He was fouled. He'll get to the foul line for a couple of free throws. He looked at the clock. Getting to the stripe for a couple of free throws is Bernard, Donaldson Bernard. First one is good. And he has one more coming. It's on his way. It too is good. 105-56, Jackson State is leading with 45 seconds left to play in the ball game. And they're just coming out putting up shots now. Wesley Taylor couldn't get Devin to go. A long rebound, run out, kick out right side of the floor down the state. Cunningham for the jump shot. It won't go. That got in the floor from right to left. There's a layup. Won't go by Jackson State. Bale. Jackson going to sit it back with the numbers. Alley-oop. Foul call on Perry. Okay, and that's kind of time to get this over here because of what they're trying to do now. You know, try to get some shots in the alley-oops, and sometimes players can get hurt like that. But Jackson State is standing. They're pleased to put 105 points on Valley, and the crowd is still here as well. People just kind of want to get out to a function. Jackson has appeared at the foul line. That is Dario Jordan. Jordan is a 6'6" sophomore from Hattiesburg at the foul line. Looks like he's a good football player as well. And here's the left-hand free throw is up. Not there. 15 seconds to play. Valley State with the ball. Just going to hold it out soon. Get this clock run down to 0. Jackson State would not foul, but they're trying to get the basketball. They're double teaming the ball. Clock is going to run down. Jackson State will win this one today by a score of 106 to 56. 106-56 is the final score. Jackson State will win this one. And that's going to do it for this basketball game. I'm Lee Hall reminding you, if you play the sport or if you like the sport for the kids' sake, please be a good sport. Good night, and thanks for listening.
Serving the community through faith and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network.